Here's an interesting stolen camper van story out of St. Cloud from the Stearns County Sheriff's Department. Early in the morning of August 29th, Deputy Dennis Kearns was sent to a car fire in Fairhaven Township. A nearby resident called in the fire at 6:50 a.m. Deputy Kern and South Haven Fire Department responded. The fire department extinguished the flames, and a tow truck was called to remove the Ford camper van from its current location in a cornfield. One of the main concerns with any fire is that someone may have still been inside the vehicle or structure. Thankfully, at the end of the day, the van was determined to be empty. Deputy Kern began his investigation and was able to determine the van had been westbound on Calumet Road and came to a T intersection. The general assumption is that the driver was unfamiliar with the area as they continued westbound and after some hard braking drove into a cornfield. From there, they drove a short distance to the corn and then the ditch. They may have tried to get back on the road but ended up back in the cornfield. Whether the fire started as they were driving or other mechanical issues, it caused them to abandon the van, and then the fire started, or how it started is unknown. No one was located walking on the road, but the fields would provide ample hiding spots. Deputy Kern attempted to check state records for the owner's information, but mysteriously could not locate plates or a VIN number. Given the odds of the situation with the van, Deputy Kern also requested assistance from our investigators. Investigator Andrew Stuffert responded while they both continued to work the car fire, and the Emergency Communication Center received a call from the local towing business around 8:35 a.m., reporting that someone had stolen a Ford camper van from their impound lot. The impound yard was only a couple of miles from the fire scene. Deputy Kern responded over to Capes Towing and spoke to the owner. The owner reported they had conducted a custody tow of a stolen Ford camper van from the Annandale area in Wright County about 4 or 5 days ago. When one of the employees arrived at the impound yard location that morning, they noticed their fence was down and tire tracks in the yard. Well, now we know where the van came from. Deputy Kern was able to obtain the owner's information and also contacted the Wright County Sheriff's Office for any information they might have. The case is still ongoing and a suspect has not been identified at this point. A quick review of all the photographs would seem to indicate that once the suspect got the van started, he indeed drove it like he stole it. If anyone knows anything about who may be responsible for this theft and the subsequent damage, you can contact the Sheriff's Office at 320-259-3702. I'm Neil Carlson reporting for iNewZ.TV.